Alright, so we're playing on Silver Lake. We've got 3 continents and the apes. Interesting. I'm just gonna go with this. This can be useful. It's not bad. This one I've gotten to work once, meaning I got an actual animal from it once. This one, it's all around. You're either gonna get a card or you're gonna get $2. So it's nice universal. So let's do that. Let's see what the next cards are. Yeah, this is a good one. I like to be able to drop the tickets, the pavilions there. Very good. And I'm not partial to the digging one. It can be useful if you got some bad cards, but this is certainly preferable. Alright, so we got another build. This is a decent one, but I don't know that there's any real edge to taking it on this board. We've already got plenty of income. Yeah, covering some of these will get me money back when I get it upgraded, but I think this one's just generally better. Points are good, and so this is my other option, so those are the 2 I'll take. Alright, so I've got the sponsored zoo and the terrible designer zoo. I mean, I should be able to get 6 for 2 points. This one's pretty tough as well. 7 for 3 is usually pretty difficult. 5 for 2 is probably okay, especially since I'm choosing 3 right away. This one's obvious, given the fact that we have Europe as one of our things. That's a good choice. I also have my cards in the first slot. I'm going third, but looks like only one player can do a snap ahead of me. So I may have a good chance to get 2 blue early on. However, if that doesn't happen, I can play this. Say there's nothing to pull. I can grab an X token, drop this thing out, maybe right here. This is the double rock that I would need. Get 4 points, and then later on I can play this for another 3 points and income when buybacks or rebates, excuse me, when I play it next to rock. And then the only other thing that matches is our platypus, who's got a Australia tag. The others don't really match any of these. Not that they're bad cards. This is a decent card. I do enjoy the perception or whatever, but these 2 are pretty big, and I don't really want to have to play them. If I wanted to go rock strategy, I could keep this, but I think I'm good with the ones I have. All of these fit a nice niche, so that's what I'll do. Alright, so there's not a lot up on there on the board that is going to be useful here. Certainly nothing for a snap. This wolf does fit the bill for blue, but he requires a 4, which isn't terrible on this board because we get, we can do it for 4 instead of the normal 8. He is real cheap though. I mean, points wise, he's a big animal that gets 4 or 5 points because he's a predator himself. I'm likely not going to have other predators before that, so I'm just going to leave him alone. And I plan on putting this out. I'm going to put this out right here, collect a bunch of money, get 4 points, and then I'll be able to, build an enclosure, put it up here or something like that. So in order to do that, I need an X token, so I'm just going to drop my cards. Got plenty of cards right now. Nothing out there really helps me. I don't want to go fish right now. All right, we're going to play the sponsor, 6 sponsor. I think right there is how it works. Yep, there we go. Get $6 in the process. Nice. All right, so the red one's gone, and that's, not a huge deal. I had two options, red or blue. I didn't think they'd both be gone. I did want to have my association behind the sponsor, so this is going to be inefficient since I'm taking a 3 with a 4, but I think overall it's best to do it this way. So that'll give me 1. This will give me a second one. I'll be able to put that one out. And I don't have to do it first, but I will probably do this before I do this. All right, so I need to build enclosure. I get a free pavilion if I want one. Hmm. Let's put this here. So I've got $31. I only need to spend 10. I don't see anything else that is really advantageous to this. So I'm just going to put this here. Planning on building maybe a kiosk here, and I'll have 3 spots for it. Interested in this cat here. He doesn't fit any of the categories, but it's 4 points, and I've got a bunch of money, and this only costs 10 to put out. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to grab an X token, and I'm going to build a 2 here. This will bump my rep up to within range, and then I can spend the $3 extra placing here. So I only net 5 loss, so I'll be at 23, which is enough to play both of them, provided something doesn't happen in between times. It seems unlikely that we'll get a break. I mean, certainly the green player could try to do it, try to do 4. I can't imagine doing 5 when it's at only 9. And certainly the blue player could finish it off with cards, but he's already got 5, can only hold 3, and he's got plenty of money, so that doesn't make any sense. Maybe this person does, maybe the red does, just to get it done, but I don't know. I'm going to take the chance anyway. I can always dump one of these two. I am going to do a build. I'm going to build a 2. I need the rep bump to go up so I can get in this range. And then I'm going to put this on this so that I can draw it. So that way I'll have 2 animals to play instead of just 1. That's all. All right, I should play my animals. Boom. Doesn't matter which of those 2. Do the venom first. It's going to hit 2 people unless they're protected. They're not. And let's see what we get here. All right. And orange, or yellow, excuse me, doesn't help me. All right. It's okay. Place a token. 1 there. Well, I guess on this guy. He's at least useful for this. So somebody may grab him. All right, so playing the sponsor. That gives me my second blue tag. I'm the only one with 2 blue tags, so let's do that. I guess I can just drop it right here, and that will put an extra thing. Well, although I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know that that's a good idea, because if I do that and I don't fill up the one, then it's not. Then the kiosk that's going there is not going to get what it needs. So let's just put it here. All right, so we're being pilfered by this guy. Only one of them is hitting us because we don't have any green. Don't care about this card. Don't care about this card. Care about this card, but I can live without it certainly. I don't. He's only got $4. I don't see any reason to give him money, so I'll give him a card. He'll likely take the geologist, but we'll see. No, all right. Took the wolf. All right, so we have had a break and can do our project, and we can get our meeple. I'm going to upgrade my association. There's a couple goodies like the 3x. I like either this or the $10. So we'll be trying to donate to move up on that. All right, so the cards that are out there. Can't play him yet, although not a terrible card. It's got a mountain. I'm interested in that mountain because, again, I get 2 for playing mountains, and then I get 3 points for every pair of 2 mountains I have. So right now I'm at 2. If I get 1 more, this will be the 4th, and I could get 6 points for playing this card. And then connecting them all shouldn't be terrible. Usually, like this one up here is the biggest problem. I don't have anything to release. No. This isn't bad. It's 4 points right now, possibly more if I do a build before that. But I got to be careful because I'm already at 18. Bird tag itself doesn't do anything for me. I can't play this guy yet. And I'm thinking about grabbing this thing. I could just do a random draw. However, this guy is good. He does give me the mountain. He's got a reasonable amount of points. He's got a green and then 4 others. I get to do digging. I can probably dig this a couple times because I don't need either of those tags. And I don't have one of these things built yet, aquarium. So I think I'm gonna grab this and prep for him and do him before I put this out. And again, I could get better cards than that, but there's a guaranteed card versus what might be. And we'll get to see one of them right now. Yeah, he does have the rock, but I can't play him right now. I don't have the money because I would need to spend 4 points to put that out, $4 to put that out. Oh, I guess I could. Strike that. I could. Get $2 back. And he has 1 extra point, so he might have been better than this, but maybe I get to dig this and it's better. We'll see. All right, so I don't want to spend all the money, but I do need to build a 2. Build a 2 by the rock. Oh, hold on, I can get yellow or orange, excuse me. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, I can drop to 16 and then I can just make this guy cheaper. That's fine. I'll put this here. So that way I can eventually put a kiosk here and we'll get all 4. All right, so I'm going to go grab the orange. Trying to anyway. I'm going to upgrade, probably build There's a lot of freebies over here I want to get. 5. I can't donate though. That's too bad. Because this is going to cost 12 and I'll be down to 11 if I do that. So I'm going to pass. Figured the blue would beat us to it. So. I'm going to play my animal. Give me a 3rd rock. This will give me a 4th and a bunch, 6 points anyway. Alrighty, I get stuff. I get 2 more for the cable car. That's fine. No, I'm going to dig this one, see if I can get something better. I've got an eagle, and it's a rock, so it's 2 more points. I have blue, so that makes it a little cheaper. I'm not ready to build it yet, but I'm going to hang on to it. Is there anything out there that I need to get rid of? So get me 6 points. Not bad. He's got a blue he could release and a good blue he could release. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. I'll get rid of this. And I can't do that, so we're going to pass. I'll get to mark something. Might as well do another guy with a mountain. Put out the sponsor. That gives me my 4th rock. Should give me 8 total. Nice. I think I need to take cards to find out. There's nothing out there that's really astounding to anything. In fact, 2 of them I can't play. I can't play this. I can't play this. I'm likely not going to be able to play this. I would have to upgrade the sponsor. I don't know that I'm going to do that here. I'm just going to grab cards, see what I get, and that way it'll affect how I build. All right. Do like this guy here. Now, interesting. I don't know that I have anything to get rid of. It is a green, however. Although the red player may sneak in on the easy green. That's, I think, likely. This is 2 water. Well, I've got the money to play him, so I think I want to try to play him. He's more points. This guy is not good. I mean, maybe eventually he helps, but I think I want to grab. I think I want that guy instead. So let's dump this. All right, so I don't have anything I can do at 5, so I might as well take one of these buildings here. I don't have a specific animal type that I need, so taking one of these probably won't help me much. Obviously the monkey one is already gone. That's the only one that's been taken. Don't have any great need for science tags. Cider Zoo, okay. So I think I'm just going to take the one that gives me rep. Oop. What a university. Okay. If I donate, I'm not going to be able to build and play my animals, so I'm not doing that. Love to, but really can't afford it right now. Alright, I'm going to do as much building as I can. I need to have the kiosk here. I want to upgrade my animals. I need to have it 2 by the water. I'm just going to put it there. I need to leave at least a 3 spot for this guy, 2 of which have to be around the edge. It's going to go up there. I'll drop this here by a rock. I don't have a 1 in mind, but you know, in case I find one later, I want to at least have something next to it. Let's see. Let's prepare for a kiosk going there. Another one here. So I've got 2 1s open, no 1 animals yet, but I've got 2 of them open, 1 by the water, 1 by the rock, so I'm covered with those. And again, I'm looking to try to fill the board, which is why I'm building so much. But let's see. I'm at 27 points, 34, another 7, so 41. Yeah, I've got a ways to go, though. I'm going to play my animal. He's got to go by water. He's got to go in a 2. That's the only 2 and only 2 by water. It was built for that purpose. I'm going to put a kiosk here to get an additional $3 of income. I don't have a second card to play, so I'm going to pass. And I only had $7 anyway. I'm going to place a token. Let's put it on the monkey. People might be willing to grab that. I do not have a green project in the pipeline. There's nothing up here. I can't do any of these. I'm not close to doing any of these. I don't have a 4. I do want to play this. You know, it's not going to really help me right now anyway. It doesn't give me any income, so I'm just going to play this and take the only one I can. It'll give me an extra meeple at least, so I'll have a little bit more flexibility later. All right, let's play our sponsor. It doesn't really matter which one I leave open, so no, actually it does. Just in case I want to drop a sponsor over there or a kiosk over there, let's do it this way and leave that spot open for a kiosk. I don't know if I want to or need to, but no reason not to. All right, cards. I mean, this is reasonably good. Start me moving up on the track. I don't. It does also give me a 5th sponsor. Yeah, let's take this one. Let's see what I would have gotten. something similar for release. I think the one I got is better, especially since I don't see any releases yet. So, all right. I think I'm just gonna grab some cards at this point. There's nothing really on here that I would be willing to snap. So let's just draw 3 and dump 1. Large animals, of which I have none. I will. Ooh, well, that's nice. I get a rhino and a bird. I could put the rhino up here. I could put the bird down here. I've got a spot for this guy. Well, I'm not dumping any of these guys. Period. All right. What else do I have available here? That's going to another bird, another one of those. So species diversity is no good at this point. Although that does give me an extra 1. That's only giving me 4. Well, I could take something for it. Habitat diversity, I'm just a green away. So that's also good. Interesting. Well, I'm thinking about dropping this one. Where am I at here? Get my next meeple if I play that. Oh, and I do need sponsors, although I'm getting 2 more different ones. That'll put me to 6. That will put me to 5. You know what? I think I want to hang on to this because I'm not going to be able to maximize the project I get from the rhino yet anyway. I'd like to keep them all. But I think I've got to discard this. I'm going to do a build. I need a 4 enclosure for the rhino. I'm going to do that first. I've got a 1 enclosure for this guy, either way. These cost 32. I've got 36. Plus I can get money later on. Do I need? I don't know that I need kiosks. I've only got an income of 30 though. This will give me 3 income. And let's try to get a bonus ticket. This will put me to 32. I can always take money. I'll probably take the income. We'll do that. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to get university with the reptile tag here. Let's see. Let's upgrade cards. I'm getting close to going up here. Let's see what we get from this reptile. I know. All right, it should be easy to play later on. I've actually got a spot for it now. That's not, I can't donate. I need to play this guy at 24 and this guy at another 8 for 32. Can't, have to pass on the donation. So red has gotten to the point where he's at 10 of green. I've got to discard one of these. I'm only going to be able to get to 6 on this. Period. I mean, I guess I could build a petting zoo or something just to get more points, but this one, I just need one more, so I'm going to discard this one. It's time to play the animals. This guy here. I have more spots by the water. That'll be fine. And then this guy here. Now I have 5 animals, or animal types. So species diversity will be fine. And I'll be able to play it next turn. To 5, animal to there are 2. Guess this one. I don't know. Certainly can't play the other one. So time for species diversity. All right, so this is going to put me to 61 points. I'm not going to, I mean, I guess I could take enough money to donate, but that seems unwise at this point. Basically, are we going to have 2 breaks or just 1? I'm going to get $10 for that. I'll be able to buy the aviary and this guy. I'll need to take some form of money. All right, so let's just take $5. Nothing up there I want to snap. And I don't know that I need 12. I mean, I don't need 12 right now, and this could turn into 15. It's certainly going to be at least 10, so there should be a break soon, and I'm not going to donate. I cannot take any more cards right now anyway, so I'm just going to move that down, get my build up so I can build an aviary. Or a 5 enclosure, or whatever. I think I want to prep for after the break. Everybody else is pretty much in need of a break. I don't need one currently. I've got meeples and I can do other things. I'm going to use an X token. I'm going to build my aviary. And then with my bonus, I'm going to build, I don't have anything to resolve. I'm going to do this. And if I want, I can still do this, but I do want to clever this down. Because again, I don't need to do the break. I can do either this or this, whatever I want. I'm looking to get an extra X token for the purpose of getting the extra green by spending 3 X tokens when I do my large animals. So I'm just going to dump the cards. I need to do a build to close out the map, so I'll just dump the cards. I don't need it. So this guy is now in range. I'm going to play my animal. Do the eagle. I've got 2 of these guys. So, sorry, cable car. Nice. 6 rock. And I need 6 rock. Look at that. 2 and a 3. So we'll do this. You know what? Let's undo that. Let's just grab this card. I'll play this guy using the flocking ability. So now I have 3 large animals. I will again put one of these out. This time I'll take the X token. All right. What am I going to mark? Let's mark this guy. All right, so I get to do another action. I'm going to do the large animals. I now have 3, so that'll be 12 points. That puts me to 90. I'm not going to be able to donate though. I need 8. Yeah, I can't donate, but that's okay. Oh, I can spend 4X tokens and put one down here. It just gets me another card and more money though. Yeah, I think that's probably best. I don't need the science tags for anything. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the sponsors very well. It's okay though. It looks like I'm about to end it though. Let's take the university. We'll do this. I'm just going to take this card here so that I can get $2. Oh, I guess I have to gain the rip first. That puts me to 20. 12 and 8 will work. Hold on. I think I'd rather have this one. So I can get that now. All right, so I'm at 20. So let's do our project, large animals at the top. I'm going to go again. All right, so I can donate and I only need $8. So let's do that. All right, now we're going to build. We're going to put out 2 of these bad boys where it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's right, I'm getting money back for putting these out. So I guess it didn't matter anyway. Let's just, I need the water for anything? I don't think so, but I'll put this out anyway. I mean, we're over now, so this doesn't matter at all. All right, right, so that was a good turn. And we're done. All right, so this one wasn't close, but I mean, to be fair, it's pretty difficult to overcome somebody getting a 45-point turn. I've had people do that to me. You know, it looked pretty close, or I was pretty far ahead, and suddenly they're playing an eagle or two and getting extra action for something else, and suddenly I'm pretty far behind. I did this in 29 as well, which is pretty quick in general, at least a few turns under normal averages. Let's, I guess, take a look at the final situation. I don't know if that's going to matter much. Who's our closest competitor? Looks like red. Again, he's strong. Large animals. He got 2. And, you know, as it ended prematurely, you know, maybe he's got more that he's going to get. So, or more that he has a line on. This is the next player. We had 2 of them. Favorite zoo. Okay. And he was up there getting at least 2. And again, ended so quickly that, you know, he may have been able to get at least 1 more on that. Species diversity. Bigger than this player. So animal, so no. 1, 2, no. 3, no. So 3 for that one. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good ending as far as points went. All right. That's that.